Good morning, everyone. Sorry, I was having a little bit issue. Yeah. All right. So let's dive in. Although I want to wait for the rest, but the time is not like it's going to wait for us. So let's move on. Okay, today before we start, we have picked top 3 among those that submitted their assignment based on prompt structure. Did they follow the formula? If they did follow the formula, then we are given 25% for that. And creativity, we have 20%. Is the idea original? That's what we are looking for. And engaging. And also storytelling, which is 20%. Does the image tell a story? And technical prompting, writing, we have like 20%. Camera, lighting, style, quality, and composition also. Prompt engineering, which is 15%. Can they explain why they write it that way? Yeah, of course. So yeah, are the people that have won this. Before then, I want to ask if they are here already. We have M Square Suhara. Are you here with us? M Square by Suhara.
I'm here, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Here. Good morning.
Good morning. And we have Muhammad Isa. Are you here with us? Muhammad Isa. And we also have Mobin. Or is it Mobin? Are you here with us also? Mobin and Muhammad Isa. Okay, guess they are not here. So congratulations to M Square Sahara. You ranked the first. Hope you are happy. And why did she rank first?
Thank you, ma'am.
This is what I'm going to explain now so that you listen to it so that next time you put your heart to it. Okay? Her prompt demonstrates the strongest understanding of a visual storytelling rather than simply describing an image. Also, instead of telling the AI what to draw, it communicates. You communicate with the AI, not just that you are telling the description of your image. You communicate with the AI. You have character backstory. Your picture also have emotion and environment, symbolism, lighting purpose. Yeah. And you also have camera intention. You are not just like telling AI to have this. You make sure you are doing the right thing. Also, story behind the image. Your story, whoever looks at it know that there is something. And also, the lighting is not just golden hour. It is used, golden hour lighting is very important to know your kind of lighting. Golden hour, it is used to symbolize hope after struggle, which is exactly how professional filmmakers think. You are not just to say, this lighting is just something that just let's make it look good. No, you have to communicate. That's what makes you creative, not the other way. The camera angle is also chosen intentionally to connect with the viewers emotionally with the character rather than just showing her. This prompt feels like a scene from a documentary or next please film rather than a random AI-generated picture. It's straight in excellent storytelling, like I said, strong emotional depth, well-structured prompt. Every section has a clear purpose. Lighting supports the story, camera angle supports the emotion. So here, this lighting support the story. And you use camera angles to support the emotion. Like we have a wide shot and we have how overhead, we have a lot of camera movement, which we will talk about, and you have professional prompt organization. So my comment here is that this is an excellent example of visual storytelling. You didn't just create an image, you created a character with life, struggles, and purpose. Your lighting mode and camera choices all work together to support story. This is the mindset of a filmmaker, which means you will go viral. I believe so. I trust if you continue to go this way, you will become something with your content. So you are welcome. And I will be glad to inform you that Apexium has offered you data or recharge card of 1K for that. So make sure you DM me after this session. And also for the person that ranked first, Muhammad Isa, I think, is he here with us, Muhammad Isa? Okay. Oh, I can see you. Okay, Muhammad Isa, you rank second. Why you rank second is because your prompt is technically excellent. You make sure you understand the prompt structure and uses realistic engineering details that make the image believable. The environment is rich with supporting elements, such as we have something like CAD drawing, and also have a carbon fiber wings, and also have laptop. We also have engineering workshop. We also have precision tools, yeah. These details help AI to generate a high accurate image of that. The lighting and camera selection are also appropriate for a professional engineering scene. Strengths, excellent technical details, strong environment, realistic prompt, and also professional camera selection. We have like logical prompt flow. The only reason it comes second it is because it focuses more on describing the scene than telling a story. Yeah, that's why. What is the challenge and what is at stake? Adding stronger emotional oriented element would make it this even more powerful, but you are still good because your prompt technically impressive and is very impressive and highly detailed. The engineering environment feels authentic and believable to make it stronger, considering adding a storytelling element, perhaps a challenge goal or emotional element to create deeper connection with the audience. So you really tried because you understand what we need, like your element describe who you are and what you are doing and what you want to future. As for the third place, we have Morbin. Morbin, are you here with us today? Okay, he is also here. So you ranked third, congratulations also. Your prompt is highly creative and entertaining because you have a colorful comedy club, expressive partial features, and fixer inspired style. Create a fun and visual engaging image. What you did is that you structure everything very well, like subject, action, environment, lighting, camera, mode, style, quality, and everything is like, you did very well. Well done. Well done. This is a fun, imaginative, really. I'm so glad that you tried to do something different from what we taught here. So that's why you ranked third. You feature something different and something very entertaining and very fun. So that's why you guys are outstanding. M Square, Sahara, outstanding visual storytelling, emotional depth, symbolic lighting, purposeful camera work, and cinematic composition. Muhammad Isa, excellent technical prompt, writing with authentic engineering details, professional structure, and strong realism, but less narrative driving. Yes, next time you try to be a little bit narrative. More being creative, entertaining, and visual, engaging with strong prompt, structure, and style, but will benefit from adding a stronger storytelling. Yeah, next time you have to add like something very emotional. So all of the three of you are to DM me after today's session so that you collect your awards, like your prize. All right. And for those that you think that this assignment is maybe nothing, you don't want to do your assignment, you don't want to submit assignment, let me tell you, we have certification after the end of this class. We will have certification. And if you are not submitting anything, you are not doing anything, then count yourself out from receiving any certificate. So that is for that. So let's continue with our today class. Can you all see my screen? Please indicate. All right. Okay. So how to create story that people can't stop watching. I think that's everyone target, to be able to understand how to structure everything so that like you having something that people will not stop scrolling and going to your page to watch and engage with your work. So I think that is everyone's dream. So today we are going to be learning that. Our learning objective today is by the end of this class, you will be able to understand why some AI stories go viral while others fail, and how to create irresistible hook. Hooks are very important. Build story that keep people watching until the end. Design a memorable AI characters. And also writing a professional image prompt. Although we have done that, don't say that you don't want more. I have purpose for this, and also how to create a cinematic storyboard, which we will use Google Flow for that, and also generate a consistent AI images. Prepare send for AI generation so that we can be able, by the end of this today, you will start like generating your story or content, whatever you want to start with. You can go ahead and start. Although the last class, I am so happy that there are some like Mariam, she did a video. Some of you have already started to go further, but still, we are still learning, right? So let's keep going for that. Why story matter? That's for our table of content. We also have a lot like the psychology of curiosity, creating hooks, building story, character design workshop, world building, and prompt engineering story. There's a lot of them. And also why story matter. Yeah. People don't remember information. People remember story. If you are to create advert, like a company call you for an advertisement, and you are to run to create a video advert for that, the first thing is not that you would just go. I think a lot of people are going for that. Some people will just create the advert. It looked quite good, but you need to be narrative. Why? Because people will only remember your advert because there is something inside that will catch their attention. But if I see just like you putting some what do I call it, some product package, and you say you are running video advert, I will maybe scroll up or scroll down because I may not want to waste my time on something like that. But if you are telling me this has this effect and this can solve this, why are you giving me this? I may say, okay, let me try to watch and see what is going to happen. Maybe I can get something out of that. So remember story. People remember story. Think about your favorite movie. You probably don't remember every line. If you will remember, am I connecting? You watch a movie, but you don't remember like every line said by those characters and the dialogue. You may remember the character, but you may not remember this scene, they said this and that. But you remember the hero, the villain, and the conflict and the ending. Story creates, because why? Story creates emotion. I think without emotions, then we are going nowhere, because if you can't connect with your audience, then you are not a content creator, you are not a storytelling. You are not a storyteller. So memory creates engagement. Emotion creates memories. Put this, jot it down. Emotion gives you memory, while memory creates the engagement. Only when someone can have your memory, your emotion, from emotion, they will create memory of that thing, then they will start to engage. That's why storytelling is one of the most valuable skill in content creation. Whatever you want to start going to be creating, you need storytelling. Because like I said earlier, when you are making that story, is it Mariam, she created something so amazing when her image can tell the story of that lady. You understand? She makes sure she added a lot of things. There is emotion on her lightning and cinematic, a lot of things like that. Think of your favorite movie, answer this question. So I will start by asking question today. Who is the main character of your movie? What can someone tell us one of the best movie they watched that they can forget? Like, who is the main character of that movie you watched, and what is the movie? Anyone?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
You said? Who is talking?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith, it's Mariam.
Oh, okay. What problem did they face?
They face challenges. The first challenges they were facing was their personal marital issue because they worked with different organizations as an undercover agent, which the other character was not supposed to disclose any valid information to the other person, and which they work for different organizations who have different interests.
That's wonderful. And how did the story end, if I may ask?
Okay, the story at the end of the day, the story end of the two of them later, um, what would I use? They left the organization, both of them. They now focus on their marital issue because they realized that the organization, the job, the agency was one of their biggest problem in their marriage. So
Yeah.
they now went rogue in both agencies.
Okay, that's good. I believe you have never seen that coming. Like, you didn't saw that they have to end the marriage. Maybe you be
Yeah.
he has done something that you are thinking different, and the director decide to give you something else, right?
You know
So
what the is Americans movie, you hardly predict the
yeah,
outcome, predict what is going to happen next.
that's something that they are making. to go. Like, you can't stop watching when you start watching, right? You keep going and keep going. You want to see what is happening, the curiosity, the question, and the emotion, everything is there. That's good. Who next? Who want to try next to inform us about their movie, their favorite movie? Miss Amina, I saw your hand before. You want to say something? Okay, I think that's all. So why must AI? Okay, Miss Amina, thank you for that. Why must AI video fail? Anyone, do you want to say something regarding this? There's a lot of video AI videos that are failing today. Okay, Marvin, go ahead.
Good morning, or is it
Good.
afternoon? Yes, I believe most AI videos fail because most of them are not, telling the story. Like the story is not margin. Let's say that they have about 10 scenes. So in that 10 scenes, maybe just two or three scenes align with the story they are trying to tell. And, I don't know what actually used to happen. Some of them used to see some glitches. Maybe you see
Yeah.
someone with three hands, four hands instead of two. And instead of maybe a person walking straight, he'll be walking sideways or stuff like that. There are so many loopholes, which I think make the videos fail. I think that's my own observation.
Okay, thank you for that. Anyone want to go? Okay. Let me tell you something. You know, we did image prompt engineering, I think last week. It's all regarding how to create a high quality image and all that. But it's not just about the visual. The visual is not enough. A video can look amazing and still get skipped. Why? People continue watching because they want answers. They are curious. They are driven by curiosity. The best story make people think, wait, what happened next? That's what keeps you going deeper to watching something. Whenever you start watching a movie or something on your reels, and if they are not connecting, that there is no curiosity, there is nothing that is like telling you you want to see that, there is no emotion, no curiosity, you will end up just saying you are wasting your time. Sometimes you may start watching from the beginning, maybe in the middle you will say, Kai, this is not exactly what I want. You may need to maybe skip past it. Why? Because it's not going the way you want, or it's not making you feel anything. You are not having any emotion regarding that. You don't have that curiosity, that fear. Nothing is inside. So that's more reason. So let's compare these two together. A story. A girl was walking through a forest. A girl was walking through a forest. Nothing makes us curious, right? Or do you think is there something inside a girl was walking? A girl was walking through a forest. Nothing, right? If someone give me a hook like this, I will say no. Why? Because it doesn't make sense. There is no that curiosity, that feeling that you are connecting, like you want to know what is going on. There is nothing going on with a girl walking through a forest. Nothing going on. It's very simple thing, and it's like you don't have anything attached to that. But story B tell us a girl entered the forest to bury something, but someone was already waiting. Now you will start having the question, what is she burying? And who is waiting? Like, who is watching her? Is she in danger or not? But if someone tell me a girl was working, like, it's different thing. But someone said a girl entered the forest to bury something. Just like we want to, like if you want to be a storytelling or any sort of program you want to set and start, make sure you understand what your niche is all about. It's not about you have the niche is very good and understandable for many. For many, they struggle to understand there is different also. It's not about you choosing you want to be a storytelling. If you want to be a storyteller, you need to understand your niche. That's where a lot of people fail. What you want to understand is that, are you an experimenter? Are you a teacher? What is your niche going to talk about? Are you a contrarian, someone that is opposing like people with so many opinion on something popular? You want to object to that. Maybe you want to teach something inside your story. Or maybe you just want to be an experimenter, someone that like, you know something, you have like you tested it and then you come out and say, this is what happened after I tested this. Or you want to be somebody, investigator, someone who always investigates. So you have to understand all this before you start even going to content creation. That's where a lot of people are failing from the beginning, because they don't understand what their content is. Because someone is a storyteller, is writing a lot of script about storytelling, and you see their channels also, their work is going well. You just decide you want to jump into that. So you need to figure out which way you are good with. Like, where are you good with? What are you good at? Am I good at this? Am I good at that? Am I good at that? Try to have your own, like try to be something more contrast. Try to be different. Make yours different. Even if you have to say you are copying somebody, there is a lot of things that are happening. I don't want to take you deeper to this, because this class is not for how to, I'm not supposed to even take you to all this information that I'm giving. So if you, a lot of people will go, you will go to the YouTube, there is a lot of ways for you to remove someone's story, like to copy someone's story from beginning to end. You go to the AI, you remove the timestamp and all that, you change everything. You understand, there's a lot of way to make these tricks, but you need to use your own brain. Don't just go and start copying someone's work and do the same thing. You need to understand, this is what I want also. I want to include something. I want to do this. I want to do that. So let's move on. Story rules. Storytelling rule. Every scene should make the audience ask another question. Is your story like that? You need to ask yourself after writing your story. Or you started even having the thought of writing. You need to understand, what are your story is. Are they going to continue watching or not? Are they going to leave after scene 1 or 2? Or will they continue? What will keep them to continue watching that? You need a hook. That's why we say every great story follows the same pattern. What makes story is this: hook, setup, problem, conflict, twist, and ending. Now let's start by talking about hook. The first 5 seconds, it is a job not to explain. It's not like you want to explain something when you started. Its job is to make people curious. That's where all those things I mentioned comes in. What are you going to start? Are you a contrarian? Are you investigator? Are you this? Are you that? You understand? All those things I have mentioned earlier. For example, you say, my phone called me. Who called you? My phone called me. And you also say this, from tomorrow. It's 2 different sentences. My phone called me. Whenever you mention this, someone will be, how did your phone get to call you? How did it happen? How can my phone just call me? They know that something somewhere is when you want to say something. And when you say from tomorrow, someone may, what will happen from tomorrow? What is going to happen? What is going to happen different from the one that is happening already? So they want to know what from tomorrow is going to happen. Set up. Then you introduce your character, location, her goals. You make sure to keep it simple. So this setup is where you set your character, the location, the goals, like what you want to achieve, like your character. Sorry about that. And also we have a problem. Something goes wrong. Without problems, there is no story. That's right. Wherever there is no problem, there is no story. That curiosity is very important in storytelling. Not just storytelling. When I'm talking about all this, I'm talking about even if you are creating something different from story. We have advertisers, those that love doing advertisement for people, video advert and all that. I'm talking about the whole thing that you are going to do. Make sure you have it. Like we have a conflict. Things become harder. You have to keep people hook into what they are watching from your work is giving them that conflict, making things becoming harder by harder. Every sense should increase tension. The tension on what is going to happen, what is next, who is going to die, who is going to survive, will they survive, will she find out? All those things are very important. The audience believe one thing, that is for the twist. Then you give them a different thing. You understand? When someone think that they are already, like they know what is going to happen, you change everything. That will make it like something happen, like twist. Something changed from what they are watching from the beginning. It's getting more interesting. Then the ending, you have two options. Whether satisfied ending or cliffhanger. Maybe you are writing a series. You understand, episode 1, that is for cliffhanger. Maybe you are leaving them with tension of what is going to happen next. You understand what will happen. I need to watch. I need to continue. Like we all are watching series. I believe we are watching, whether you are watching Indian series, Korean, Chinese. That's what make all these people strong. All their works. That's what is making them stronger. When they have all these sets, you have set everything. That's when everything become exciting and different. So now let's take one sentence to turn it into a story. A boy found a bag. Let's say we want to turn this into a story. Who want to try it? Who want to try to give us something different? A boy found a bag. Anyone? Okay. So I will leave this as maybe one of your assignments since no one is saying anything. Okay, hook masterclass, let's go into this. I'm supposed to give like 5 formula hooks, but I will give 10 instead. So formula 1, something is wrong. Example, yesterday my dog started talking. How can your dog start talking? It can be, right? So you may want to know why the dog started even talking in the first place. Formula 2, nobody knows. You will ask, what is that? And why nobody knows about it. This is what I'm talking about here about hook, is that when a video is starting, like all these our influencers and everyone has their own intro to a video. You will see someone will start saying something like this, like nobody knows. They will add something. You may want to know why and what is happening. Then Formula 3, I wasn't supposed to see this. What is she seeing? That's what you will start asking. And why? Why she is not supposed to see it. Formula 4, if this happens, what happened? And what are they referring to? And we have run. Why would they run if it happens? What is that thing? Why are they running from it? Now, Formula 5, we have the biggest mistake. The biggest mistake. What is that mistake? Some people will start with Formula 6. Imagine waking up. Waking up with what? And doing what? Formula 7, we say the truth is. What is the truth? That's supposed to make you curious. Formula 8, everyone laugh until what? And why are they laughing in the first place? Formula 9, this photo changed everything. Why? Why it changed? And the last formula, I wish someone warned me then. So I want you to also try to write a hook for me, a simple one. The chat box is open. Please try and write one hook, at least just a short one. I will check it. Just write it so that I will know you are understanding about this hook thing. You understand? So let's start our character design. I think from here we will go to, thank you so much, Mrs. Amina. How could this happen? Of course, that's right. Keep going, keep going. Don't worry, I'll still see it. Character design. This is where the fun starts. For example, let's say name, Amina. Age, 19. We have already talked about all this, I think, in our last class. Her name is Amina. Age, we talk about age, 19. Occupation, we say university student. Secret, the secret she is having, she can hear memories hidden inside old object. That's so intensive, right? Personality, she is very curious, fearless, kind. Weakness, she is weak. She trusts people too easily. Her goals is to find her missing father. So the formula prompt here is that character, we said Amina. Age, we say 19, right? Ethnicity, we say maybe she is from where? Did we say it? No, we didn't. You can choose to say maybe she is from this group or she is from here, and then you understand it's like environment. And face, you say her face maybe look like oval. Someone with a cycle face, you describe that her hair is black or red, any of your choice. Or maybe you say her head is dread, she has a dreadlock or something like that, or straight hair, anything like that can describe her different from the others. Eyes, skin, clothes, and everything you need to. Personality, You have to give her how she like how she is like, that is more like emotional, right? Her expression, she's always frightened maybe or something, lighting, you understand all this, so I don't need to go deeper into explaining more. So just like that, you make sure why these are very important. Don't say like we are wasting our time. No, there's a lot of, you see, don't say I taught you Google Flow, that you can just design one single character and everything will go on. You need to know all this, how to describe your character. Why? Because there are some tools like Grok. You need to tell something about your character, describe your character, so that it will be able to tell you, it will able to indicate which one is talking and which one is not talking. If not, your character will start talking at the same time. You will see whereby a lot of creators, some videos like AI generated video, a character will be talking together. There is no like this one is talking and this one is also saying the same thing at the same time. So you need to understand this so that you'll be able to describe, to tell those two from different, how different this one, you want this one to be talking and this one to be maybe listening, or this one to be doing this and this one to be doing different thing. You have to understand this to be able to describe your character and differentiate it from like this one is different and this one is different, right? Even Google Croc, you need to do that. And we have another tool like Google Video. In Google Video, we have AI generator, AI video generator on this Google that you are seeing. So when you are given that tool prompt, you need to separate this who is talking and who is listening. Else it will keep giving you different thing. You understand? So that's why it's very important to understand. So this is our image prompt. Create a cinematic portrait of Amina Bello, a 19-year-old Nigerian university student with deep brown skin. You see her skin is also here, so that it will not generate you someone from outside this country or someone different. You can say, okay, brown light skin. When you say brown light skin, she will have like, she will not be that dark brown, but she will be a little lighter. You understand that? That is how to differentiate this. You don't need to go and start writing fair or white or something like that. You need to like this dark brown. If you are talking about our country, light brown skin or dark brown skin. That's how you differentiate your character. Expression, almond-shaped eyes. You see, you are also describing how her eyes look like. Natural full lips, shoulder length, black braid tied neatly. That's for her hair. I make mention of this. She wearing a light cream hoodie, dark blue jeans, white sneakers, and a brown. That lightning is soft golden hour sunlight. So it's very important to understand this light. I'll show you how to go about them after this session. Okay, like I jumped something. Okay, backpack. She has a calm yet curious expression that hints. This is like you, after looking at the image, you will see those impressions. You will understand that her image is also telling a story, just like what Mariam did. Suhara, that is our top one. Okay, you make sure she is telling, her image is not just image, it's also telling a story. She has a calm yet curious expression that hints at hidden determination. The lighting is soft golden hour sunlight, creating a warm highlight on her face. That's more, this golden hour also is telling much about emotion. When it has to do with emotion, when you turn it to emotion aspect, it's talking about the emotion, how differ, like something like that. So it will give you that look. Creating warm highlight on her face, capture with an 85 mm lens, that is for limiter, shallow depth of field, the concentration, that is for the camera, ultra realistic cinematic realism. Let's try it. Let me copy it. Indicate if you can see my change screen. Okay, let's create her. I always tell you, whenever you are starting a new project, make sure you create projects. Okay. So it's creating already. This is ChatGPT. Okay, before it create, let's continue. How to build a wall building is, where does the story happen? That's what we are talking about. The city. Is it in the city, village, mass, school, hospital? Every location tells part of the story. You understand? You cannot come and start like you wore her a dress from a modern era, and you want her to be in the village, let's say city. Let me not put it to confuse you. Like to say you are writing a story. Your story is about the village, and she wears something that is in the city. It would be different thing, right? Because your story tells part of your location always tell part of the story. Whenever you are like writing a story and you say she is from school, people want to know her school. They want to see that location. If you are talking about she is the village, something happening in the village, and they saw they saw the surrounding, the location, a city, that's something different. You are telling people different thing and they are seeing different thing. So your story and your location have to match. Then you generate. Library. Even in school, you see we have a library, we have a lot of places that you can call. And we have forest, old house, hospital, police station, night streets, and each with prompt. Okay, let's check back our image. Look at her. 19-year-old, I mean. We say brown skin, look at her skin. This is what we have. Look at the lightning, everything is looking so natural, right? Look at her face. She's not looking like spotless, like there is no very smooth, very, like, you know, those types of AI image that you will not see anything, like anything. You will see everything go smoothly. But look at this, it's giving us something that is making this look so real, like a child was taking a picture, you understand? So look at it. And look at the lighting. We were able to concentrate on her due to the depth, shallow, you understand? And the lighting. Look at the background. Everyone is blurred because we choose to concentrate on her only. So let's build one story together. Let's fill in the gap. What are we looking at? Here is the genre. We all know what this is about, right? If we say our genre, let's see. Our genre, we see a mystery. right? Then what next? Our main character. Let's say Amina, since she is our main character, right? Let me do this. Okay, let me put the okay, Mariam, go ahead, please.
Sorry, ma, please. Are we also going to have the recording for this also? Because I'm a little bit lost somewhere.
Yes, we are going to have a recording, so just concentrate and listen to the
Okay,
class.
thank
After the session, then you can go and rewatch, okay? So that you will
you. Okay,
understand everything. If there is any question, you come to me. We
okay,
say
ma. Thank you.
Amina. You are welcome. Amina, a fearless. Let's say a fearless. What's her age again? 9. Let me check. Like it's 19. You see 19. Yeah, old. And we see university. Let me just do this. So that I will not take much time to create this. Okay, let's check it again. What do we need? Her main goal. We can choose to talk about also her brown natural leaves and shoulder. Let's just copy all this. Okay, next, what do we have? We have her goals, right? Her goals is to find her father. Goals. Find her missing father, right? And then we can move. What is our next target? Is to have the obstacles, right? The obstacles she is having. No, let's see. Let's give her something. Nobody remember he ever existed. Wow. I think that's good. What next do we have? The villain. Yeah. Let's say this is where we need a mystery inside. Let me just write it, then I can figure out what to say next. Let's say a mysterious group. Yeah, let's use organization instead of group. Organization that secretly erases, so that it will be so real, right? Human memory. This is I watched something. It's a movie, so I'm trying to put things together. Okay, what do we have next? The setting. Yeah, we have setting. The setting. Let's say we have okay, setting. Let's see a futuristic. Since we are talking about memories, right? And also a future. So let's put it, sorry, African. Since we are in Africa, so let's talk about it that way. African where memories can be erased. No, since we are talking about the more digital stuff like that, this memories can be digitally. We may need that in future, right? So let me just use this sentence. And next, what do we need? We need a twist. A twist, let's say Amina discover. She discovers it. Let's say she discovered this memory erasing thing, okay? Memory erasing technology, since we are dealing with digital stuff forever. What will anyone will start to think is that will people ever remember her father? Herself years ago to protect her father. Another mystery, right? So I think what is the next thing? The ending. Ending. Let's put an end to this. She will. No, let's say she destroyed. Since we are ending here, we don't want to go much. To destroy the memory erasing technology. That is at the end. Forever. Let's say she destroy it forever, since we don't have like to come back. It's not a series. Forever accepting nobody, including herself, will ever remember her father. She chose not to also remember. So the lesson here, let's talk about the lesson. If we look into this, we say our genre is mystery, right? It's very important when you are setting a story to have this. Before you start any project, make sure you write it down so that you don't end up messing things up. What will happen is what is going to happen, you understand. So our genre is mystery. We say our main character is Amina, a fearless 19-year-old university student with a deep brown skin, expressive, almond shaped eyes, natural full lips, shoulder length, black braid, tied head neatly, wearing, and all this we have already read this all. So our lesson, if we are to teach a lesson inside this, you would say our lesson sometimes is protecting the people you love requires sacrifice. That is the truth, really. So this is our much like how we are going to do. Like you can't you see Amina in the end, she erased everything, all the erasing, memory erasing technology. She also chose to forget her father. Why? Because to protect people from having the same thing, from going through this again. So sometimes you have to sacrifice something. She sacrifices her father, remembering her father and all about him, just to make sure everyone gets the best thing. You understand? So that's how she ended it. So for this, if we are to move, it's for us to say, okay, we want to break this story. Let's say we want to break this story. Let me be a little faster because I have something to do also. Into exactly 8 cinematic scene. So I want to break this into, let me say, 8K. That is for the quality. Okay, no, I'm talking about the sense. So I want to break this story into 8 cinematic scene. What I will need next is for every, okay, Rita, go ahead, please. Rita, unmute your mic. So the next thing we are going to talk about is the title, like what happened. For every scene, we need that. So I don't want to take us much longer. So I already have everything, like everything is set up. What I will need to say, I need to add more little things. So just keep watching. The title, I will say, okay, give this story a title. Very important. Emotion, purpose. This is what I want. I want AI to include for me. I want also visual description. Rita, go. Umita, is it Umi? What is it? Umita, go ahead.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, please, I want to ask.
Okay, go ahead.
Does this goes with the subject, action, and environment? Is there any
Yes,
connection?
it goes with. We have already mentioned everything here. You understand? When you are writing, there is different from writing describing your image and your story. You understand? Everything is included inside the settings. You understand what she is after and how she is going to. Let me finish this first. We will talk about it if you have more. We have lighting, the atmosphere. So I also want that. Okay, and I also want character expression. So make sure to include all this so that you get the best. And your dialogue, you can choose how many. Like, I don't want to talk about dialogue much, but let me just see. Let me just add it and say, okay, dialogue. I will be using make sure you know you go around your tools, the tools you are going to use to create this, okay, so that you will be able to also describe how is working. I'll be also be using Google Flow. Make sure each scene is not up to 10 seconds. That's how it goes with Google Flow. If you are having 6 seconds, maybe you are using some Google AI, you see that some have like your send will just be like 6 seconds or everything. You need to just tell it this is how you want, so that you don't end up whereby your send will be caught in inside. You understand? Or Meta, please mute your mic so that others will listen. And I also need a sound effect. I also need sound effect. And then I will need a background music, very important. And transition. Okay, I have already, let me leave it this way. Okay, you see, this is what we have. I've already tell ChatGPT what I want to do with this story. So let me just say, okay, let's go. The story title, look at it. The Last Memory. You see our genre here, mystery, science. It's more like more technology and science, right? Emotional thriller. You see, 8 seconds. 8 cents, each under 10 seconds. I don't want to go more than this 8 seconds. So you see, this is my visual description, the campus and everything. Look at how it's set for me. Introduce the mystery and establish Amina's loneliness. A futuristic African university, look at it. Camera wide shot. Camera shot, wide establishing shot. Medium tracking, shot, close up. You look at it, look at the lighting. Warm golden sunrise with soft rim light. So you see, I didn't have to even tell this light, this is what I want. You understand? That is different from image generation to your, when you are writing your story. You don't need to, that's why I say you don't need to be like everywhere. You need to say, I want this light, I want that light. That is when you are designing your image. If it didn't align with what you want, then you tell the ChatGPT what you want. So look at the atmosphere also, quite mysterious, emotional, isolated. She is always like, she is worried and disturbed, so she has to be like isolated, right? Character expression, look at what we have. Hope slowly turning into confusion. This is her dialogue. Have you seen this man? Student. Who? Look at what we have here. We have like everything we need into this. Everything is not up to 8 seconds. The final choice. Restore memories, maybe. Destroy forever. That's what she did. Tears. She hesitated. Tears fall. Even the camera, look at close up hand, extreme close up. The memory collapse. So this is how you write a story. Make sure you follow what I did, because this is more like your assignment. You're going this week, I want a story like this. Send 1 to 8. This is what I want everything to be like this. So let's say, okay, we want to, let me show you, I have already shown you how to generate image, right? So this time, let's take this different. different way. Let's do this in different way. We know how to create character, how to generate it. So let's generate it this one different way so that you will learn something different. Okay, so here we go. Let us dive into our Google Flow right now. We all know how to design character. That is if you want your character to be designed by you, like what we did last week. As for this, if you already have your story and visuals and everything, and you don't want to like work hard on designing your characters, then you can come here, Google Flow here. What you do when you come here, I've already showed everything here, so I don't need to go back and start from beginning, from scratch. I don't want to do that. So let's go to tools. Make sure you follow this step. It's very important. I want to see your storyboard. We are going to create a storyboard. You will see what we will do today.
Sorry, ma, are you saying something because I can't hear you?
Can you hear me now? Am I audible? Please indicate. Hello?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay, today let's start with designing our storyboard. Rita, you say you want to talk and you didn't say a word, and now you are already raising hand again. Okay, unmute your mic. Go ahead. There's a lot of tools here you can use for your work. So we are using this one today. Storyboard. Look at it here. So we click on it. So it will bring us to this interface. So here, when you are here, what you will do is to choose your storyboard style. This is
Hello,
where
ma.
you
We can't hear you. We can't hear anything you're saying.
Maybe it's from your network, right? Are you all hearing, or is she the only one? So that she can
We are hearing you, ma. Your thing is somehow. Sorry.
Okay, I think you need to go out and come back. So here is where you choose your style of story. We have 3D animation, we have charcoal, we have claymation, we have a concept sketch, and we have realistic. So we are going to use realistic. You may choose different pattern, you understand? So let's go with realistic. Let's get started. You click here. You will see this new interface. Then maybe you want to write a name for your, maybe you want to write the title. If that is, if you want, you can write the title or leave it like that. So what you will do next is to come down here. Okay, it's not saving. Okay, let me leave it. You write your prompt. Since if you don't have a story, you can still come here and describe your story and send edit and everything you need. But as we already designed our story inside ChatGPT, then we are to click here. We are not to come down here. We are to click here. This is what we do. We paste everything here. Look at what we have. Let me delete this. Okay, let me leave it. Okay, here is our title. When you click on title, it will show all places title. And this is our send. Have you seen this one? This is our send. And your dialogue, when you click, this is our dialogue. Have you seen this one? Look at it. It's highlighted. Then the transition, look at everything is here. So without taking much time, let's move to our asset. It's either you tell the description of your character, or you let it. This is where we want our character, but you can choose maybe to let it just generate your character without writing anything here. So let's do autofill. Let's generate from our story, like let it take some part from our story to generate. Okay, let's say create. Look at it here. I mean, style 20s with div, you understand. If you still want your own designated character prompt, then you bring it here. Because sometimes it make difficult things, like here it says she had a tattooed digital what okay, is the portal, digital portal. Okay, let's create her and see. We have only one character here. Then we move to the student. Look at, we move to computer, voice, and leader. Look at what we have. We have our Amina here. Look at her name. So now let's try to say student. Let's say autofill, since we are talking about future. Look at what we have. And you know, our story setting is all about this technology and all this stuff. So it has to give us something like this. Since it's different era, right? Digital. Look at the student here. Okay, yeah, we can also say okay, autofill. So we can say autofill to all of this. This is young Amina when she is very little. This is her father. This is the future university. You continue to autofill everything. Then you come back to generate. Generate. You make sure you check, because we like the time is not much, so that's why I'm running this. But I'm sure if you watch, you will understand what we did. Let me fill the location. Let me create this. So you autofilled everything here. You create. Look at Amina, small Amina. Her father, the scientist. This is the leader. This is the computer voice. You see everything. Look at it. You see? This is the 3 people. This is the campus. Futuristic African University campus. This is how it looks. That is the inside, you understand? So you go through everything. After you create everything here, the next thing you will do, let's finish first. I don't want to be like taking you, look at it, everything is coming. Look at the memory rewrite division here.
Hello, please, can anybody reach Mrs. Haftar? Because we don't understand without the sound of her voice. I'm just watching pictures.
Please, someone should inform
Please,
her.
can anybody contact her?
Mariam, we can hear her. It's from your own side. I think you have to go out and come back again.
Please type for her so that she can see. It seems her network is different. Look at how beautiful we are having this picture. It's all about future. I wish our future would be like this. So it will keep coming because we have autofill everything. So after everything is filled, and please be quick. So we have like, how many remain? We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like here, you know, it can make mistake. Look at the old photo. The old photo is supposed to have picture of Amina and her father, but look at what we are getting. We are getting white people. So when you are writing, that's why I said you make sure you check everything and you double check. Here you can come and fix everything that is out of what you are asking this AI. So you have to make sure you are rechecking your work, making sure everything is right. Okay, memory members, look at. Security recording, look at. Marvin, please go ahead.
Well, I have a question. Instead of autofill prompt, why not we generate the prompt from ChatGPT? I don't know if that will work.
Yes, you can do that. I have said it from the beginning. So what I'm trying to do, we have learned that last week, right? So this is a new way to do this. You understand? This is a new way for you. If you don't have time to go and be doing everything like in ChatGPT, building character, generating this character, and generating the next prompt and all that. Sometimes you can just say, okay, let me just generate it and let me autofill everything, extract everything from the story. You understand? This is like it is extracting everything from our script. You understand? So if our script does not give anything, that's why we'll be having issues. Like here, look at, we are having this because there is no any description of the old page, old photo. You understand? That's why we are having different people here instead of Amina and her father. Look at what we are having. So I'm trying to show you a different way also to upgrade your time, you understand, your talent, so that sometimes you just want to just do like different thing, right? So we have our script and also we have our asset. So the next thing we are going to do is have our storyboard. Here is our storyboard. Can you all see it? So this is our storyboard. Let's also autofill here. This is autofill. You have to also autofill this place so that you will have all your scene ready. You understand? Let me autofill all so that you can see how our cell look like. I want to give an example. That's why I'm trying to see how we will do, how we'll go about it. So all your scenes are going to be here. This is our scene 1. Amina isolated sale house trip. Look at Amina here, looking at the old memory, the image of her and her father. Look at also here. These are our scene. Instead of us to be generating different scene, you understand? That's why this place is also important. So you click on this. If you want to save, you save like this. You understand? You save. So this is how you go about generating your storyboard so that you don't have to go and do everything like one by one. Look at this scene also. I mean, a morning reflection. So after having this, you don't want to leave this place, right? So you pin here so that it will stay. You have pinned it, look at it here. So you may decide to go here. Look at the place. Your images. This is your image, your send image, where you have everything. You don't need to like a design character, put her somewhere, put her this where, to avoid changing background. You understand? It's good to have everything set so that your scene will not be different, the same place, but different, the same, what do I call it? You are doing the same thing, but the scene will be changed. You know, all those AI videos, sometimes you will see this place and you will see the other one, you will see, because they don't have a scene created already. This has created everything for us, the city, everything is here. So what you will need to do here is that after you created your scene, the next thing you will do is to start generating your videos. Let me show you how to create videos. Okay. So that you don't take much of your time, you come here, Amina, startled by this device. So what you need to do, you click here, this three dot. You click, maybe you want to download the image, you see the download here. If you want to rename, you rename it. But here you can animate. This is to animate. You can click on this and animate. And you can also say, okay, add prompt. It will still come down here. Let's say we want to create our first scene, right? So we go back to ChatGPT and see what our first scene looks like. Then you copy your first scene. You can choose to add more image, you understand? Let me add it, then you check what and what are in your scene. Then you can choose to add more image. If you are given your image name, it will be much better so that you will have what you need, okay? But as we don't have much, let me try and see. After you create everything, you just press on create. Dr. Amina, go ahead.
I thought our background of the first image is supposed to be university campus, but I'm seeing it being
Yeah, she's
that
supposed to be. Yeah, she's supposed to be.
it's more like maybe outside the hotel or holiday house.
Yeah, you are right about that. So when you are doing this, sometimes like I showed you last time, you see I made mistake by not checking up all my, I haven't checked all my board here. So I'm supposed to put it to ×1 to avoid all this, my credit going to waste, you see. So you make sure you check and also check your aspect ratio. I'm supposed to use this or this, anyone you can choose, depending on whether you are using whether you are using YouTube or you are using Facebook or TikTok. So let's look at our first. Have you seen it? She's asking somebody, have you seen this man? Can you hear what she said?
No.
Okay, I think I didn't include that part. Okay, she is asking the man, have you seen this man? She just came in crying, you understand? So that is one thing about storyboard. It can show you different person. What we have here, we're supposed to, you can say, okay, if you make mistake, you're supposed to go back and check the boy. So because of this, because of the time, I don't have much time to explain that part, to say we have to rename every character, you understand, and name everything. So that's why I just did it like this. But make sure you set everything right. You select the Amina and you select the boy she's supposed to meet with. We have him here already. Let me show you. Look at the boy here. She's supposed to see him, this guy. Young man in silver jacket. This is the guy she's supposed to meet and ask inside the university, have you seen this man with the photo? So you saw that we make correction when you are doing your own. You saw the image she is showing. The image is not, she is not in the image. She's showing a different man image, you see. But it changed. Thank God for the description we are having. You see, it changed because of this description, visual description. That's why we are seeing black man and Amina and her father instead of that white man and his daughter. But still, you can still see the white man. Okay, it didn't show. That's good. So that's why it's very important to have a visual description. You see, we have that. So that is for that, to create a video with this. After you created all the video one after the other, then you can come and start like using another editing tools like CapCut or any of your choice. But we will talk about CapCut, how to do that. But before we close today, I want you to know your assignment. You are to create. Let's check your assignment before I forgot. So make sure your story have everything that we did. Prompt engineering, very important. We have talked about all this. Our storyboard is here also, you check. I'll also have AI prompt video, how to generate everything, just like I did. So I supposed to put you in groups, but due to not having much time, so I decided to just say, okay, let's write this challenge instead. The challenge here is to write a story with this title, The Invisible Truth. Let me copy it and paste it so that you can see. Your assignment. Make sure you copy it. Please do copy your assignment so that you can write everything. The invisible truth, you must explain what the invisible truth is until defined. You must not, you understand, you must not tell your audience, this is what your story about, this is the thing you are talking about. You understand, your audience should keep asking questions from beginning to an end. That is what we learned today, right? And also write 6 to 8 scene. I want 8. Create one consistent character. Make sure you keep your character consistent. A detailed character profile. Use at least one viral hook formula in scene 1. Your hook, if you are like telling a storytelling, make sure your hook is good. Include one unexpected plot twist. I want you to twist that. End with either a satisfying resolution or a cliffhanger. Generate one cinematic AI image prompt for each scene. Yeah, I don't need you to send me a video. I need the scene. Keep the same character description, every prompt to maintain consistency. Submit a single PDF containing story title, character profile, story outline, scene by scene, final story, image prompt for every scene. One reflection, 150 to 250 words. Why do you think your story will keep viewers watching until the end? You have to answer that. Bonus, without using the word ghost, magic, dream, secret, time travel, make your audience believe something impossible is happening. Very, very important. I hope it's not that hard. I will send you this document so that you will go through it once more after the session. When you are watching the video, you will be able to understand what we are doing. I know AI video generation classes are confusing at times, especially if you are a beginner. So you need to take step by step. I don't want my student to start generating videos anyhow. I want a professional work. So that's why I take my time to give you the best. So try and do your work also. So the next thing you are going to see is how to generate a video using your created character. Since I have shown you how to do that last time, this time I'm not going to show you. You understand? So what I will show you is just how to do it. If you decide to generate all your videos by the end of this week, you can still send it, DM me with your videos through my DM. You can send your work so that I will see if you are, how good you are and all that. You are learning or you are not, you understand? So this is a simple work which I did. This is my character. I show you how to create your own character, right? Ginger. So this is our studio and this is my host. You can see her. So this is the work. When you create, so what happened here is that, let me show you what I want to show you. This is scene 2 of this program, which I did. Ginger, big entrance. The dialogue here, I say Ginger, so that it will know Ginger is the one talking. So look at it. These are all Ginger talking. A shot. I make sure I describe this differently, but you can do it your own way or how I taught you earlier. So it can be different. Not everything you see, you say you must do the same. You understand? Shot A, close up Ginger pointing dramatically. That is because I created something regarding camera angles. So that's why it's different from the one I taught you. Pointing dramatically, you can see his finger when the video started, he is pointing. Side profile Ginger, you see when he turned, animated gesture. So I make sure everything is set, and I make sure Ginger is in descent. Look at him here. Look at the studio. This is my studio, and this is the character Ginger. You understand? So sometimes you may need just image of this. You don't need to say you must use the character unless you have your voice ready, because I didn't set voice. Sometimes I choose to use this like this way. So I have already shown you everything already about how to go about it. Let's just watch. So you saw this. This is the character and this is how it works. So I will leave this in your hand to go and start working on it. So any question? Any question? So in absence of question, I think let's call it a day. Okay, Dr. Amina, go ahead.
Okay, the error that I just pointed, how can we go and correct it? Like I have an idea, but I just need more.
How to correct what? Come again, please.
You can background. Maybe if you ask for a background, you were giving another one, just like this one. We asked for a campus background, and we're giving more like an alien animation background. So how can I go and correct the background to what I will
Okay.
ask?
Okay, that's a good question. I think you need to go and watch our last week video. You will be able to understand how we managed to make sure our background is set. Like this, you can see this is my background. This is your first time in this class, so I understand. Look at our background here. I make sure to also, we have different angles, you understand, so that we'll be able to tell the camera we want that angle, we want this angle, you understand. I don't want whereby it will be changing angles, changing stuff, like, you understand. So this is how it is to make your background so that you'll be able to be reusing your background instead of doing something different. So even in that, the one we created earlier, you can still use background. We have backgrounds in that also. Let me show you. You can still go ahead and save your image. You see, you can still save this image. Like I showed you how to save them. You can still save them and create character with them to be able to keep them safe in your project, okay, so that you don't miss them. So for that is for that. Look at the image. We have all our characters. What you need is just to save them and create a character, rename them and everything. You can do that also. You can also remove one. Assuming I want this, I don't want this. What I will do here is just to highlight this. And come here, I will say, remove this manual. And it will remove him. Or remove the character. Make sure you name your character. Miss Rita, you want to say something? Go ahead. You have been raising your hand, and when I give you opportunity or chances, you don't say a word. Okay, go ahead. Miss Rita. So it's working. It will remove that the order.
Sorry, ma. Sorry, ma. I have been having issue with my phone. That's why I was not understanding how you get to.
I will show you this next time. Okay, you say what? Come again, please.
I'm sorry. I was having issue with my phone. I wanted to ask how you get to.
If this is the first time you are here with us, please do well to check our recording for the last class so that you will understand what we have done, okay? Without understanding that, those that did know what they are not understanding what we are doing here, please do well to go and revisit. Even if you are in the last class, in the last week class, still go and recheck, refresh your memory so that you'll be able to understand. Why I'm having this after I asked to remove the man is because I didn't mention the man, the character. So it decided to change me this image. Next time we will see how we are going to change and replace things inside our scene. So thank you, everyone. Anyone having question again? If there's no question, let's call it a day. Okay, Miss Umita, go ahead. Yeah, welcome. Miss Umita, go ahead. Miss Umita, am I audible? Like Miss Umita cannot hear me. Can you all hear me?
Oh yeah, sorry, ma'am. My question is, like this character, when we generate it, are we going to like name each person? Like, for example, let's say Amina, we need to name her Amina, and then her father, we need to name him also, so that when we when we post the prompt story, it will pick those names and generate and continue generating the video, or how is it going to?
Yes,
I
it's good to rename your character. Why? Because it will indicate this is what you want. You understand? Instead of you giving AI headache, like not call it headache because they don't have headache, right? They are AI. So instead of you to just tell someone to just do this without telling them this is what you want. You understand? Like you telling me, don't do this, and you didn't tell me what not to do. That is what you are asking for. You understand? If you say this, I want Amina to talk, like like what I showed you, you know, they all have names. If I didn't mention Ginger in my script, Ginger won't be the one to talk. You understand? If I have like two characters in the same scene, without describing which scene to talk, which scene to speak, and which one not to, that means I will have something that I may not want. They may be talking together, or the person that I want, the character I want to speak, to have the dialogue, will have different thing from the one I want. You understand? So that's why describing your character is important when generating anything. Make sure you describe your character. Give your character a name. Okay, so that it will not be like this is the one or this is the one, confusing. It will be confusing also. You are the one controlling the AI. So then don't let AI control everything for you, okay? You have to work hard. So anyone having more questions? Hope you understand.
Yeah, I do. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, welcome. So in the absence of question, I think let's call it a day, okay? Thank you so much. I will drop the documents for today class, and also make sure you do your assignment. If you are able to do the video, it's okay. It's fine. It shows that you are understanding what we are doing. I believe if someone knows everything like this, they are so ready to start.
Yeah, but Omar, the assignment you pasted, we couldn't copy it. It's not copying.
Yes, it's under the document which I will send to the group. I will share it with you so that you will go ahead and start working on
Okay.
it. Okay,
Okay.
thank
Thank you
you so
very
much.
much. Huh?
Yeah, welcome to. Okay, everyone, let's call it a day. Thank you for being with us. As for those that won prizes, they should DM me so that I'll be able to send their prizes. So that Apexium, thank you, the team. I'm everything and everyone. Okay. Bye. Have a nice day.